What's up, Tyler? Welcome in. Chase is here. What's up, Chase? How are y'all doing today? Good afternoon. Not much. All right. I gotcha. Well, I'm starting my live a little earlier today. Gonna spend the rest of the afternoon doing some other stuff, but anyways, glad y'all are here. Sweet. Working some Tallahassee tonight, or at least this piece. I haven't worked any Tallahassee recently, and I really enjoy working it. But it can be very tricky. Very tricky. You as well? All right. Jay says, I think I should probably eat stuff. I'll do some navigating. Oh man, hey. I have some obsidian coming. But hope you have a ball with it. That sounds awesome. Hey, mauling it and spalling it out is some of the most fun you can have. So I don't blame you. Yeah, starting the live a little early. Ryder says hello. What's up, Ryder? I'll happily trade. What are you making, Chief? Honestly, I'm not sure. We got a shape that can really be formed into just about anything. Clipped it a little bit there. So, still got some options to choose from. Hudson here. What's up, Hudson? Eduardo says hello. Is it painful? No, not usually. It's a solid top bopper, right? This is a lead-filled top. Lead-filled top. Jeanette says hi. Hello. Alan's here. My boy Alan. Good to see you in an early live stream, Mr. Allen. Usually it takes you an hour or two to finally get in here. Did you get the tracking, Jake? Possibly, but I don't really care. I trust you. I'm sure I did if you sent it. I just hadn't taken a peek yet. Alan's going to be sending some obsidian as far as I'm aware. We'll have to work a little bit on the channel. See if my least favorite material can become my most favorite. We'll see. We shall see. As with any new stone that you work, it kind of does take a little adjusting. So we'll see how we adjust. Cindy says hello. Omer says hello. Oh shoot, that's early then. Cheeseburger grinders. I get my grinders from FlintNappingSupplies.com. If you're curious. Let me see. There's my pad. There it is. Tallahat is a very hinge-prone stone to work, which is a good thing if you know how to maneuver it. A really bad thing if you get stuck. But I love the stuff. Again, I recall the first time I worked it and I'm like, what in the world is this? This is not even nappable. What am I trying to achieve here? But Duck's back. Oh goodness. What's up, Duck? Yeah, this particular stone, it does take a lot of grinding to get to where you want it to be. It wanted to push all the way over. That'll pick out eventually. Again, this stone's very prone to hinges. But if you can get a solid enough hinge, you can either drive it out from the other side or you can pick it out wherever the hinge is. Obviously, the easiest way, if you're able to, just to strike into it from the other side. Doesn't always work. But if that doesn't work out for you, there's other ways to get to it. That was good. We needed that one. Oh yeah, was able to catch the hinge there pretty easily. Love this stuff. It says, who is someone's phone number? No, we're not giving out numbers here. 600 rounds of, choice piece of geodetic. Okay. All right, what's up, y'all? Ducks quacking in the comments, I see. As long as they're reasonable and not over flooding the other comments, we'll take them. Thought it was funny that yesterday Duck was going off and then I think it was my buddy John Harris, but this is a really good flake. My buddy John Harris was like, yeah, I'm traveling to South Dakota to go shoot some ducks. Thought that was hilarious. Good old John. This could be turned into about anything. Again, it's got a pretty decent shape, a fairly good taper. It's good and thin already. It would make for a nice kirk, but I don't really enjoy doing kirks. What could it be? What do we want it to be, Jake? We can make it into so many things. What can I make? So many different things we can make. I could try to accomplish a Lost Lake Point, but with Tallahassee, that'd be very difficult to do, to be honest. It'd be cool to try it though. I'm not opposed to giving it a shot. I don't know if I've done a notched Tallahassee point in a while. I've done a stem Tallahassee point for sure, but not a notched one in a while. And if it fails on us, well, there's still a number of things we can do. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. I'm gonna put this coral piece to the side. We'll probably work on that one next. Make a knife, maybe? Yeah. Money of the channel? I'm not sure. SC says hello. What's up? There's box. Hippo. Get in the wrong place. It just takes a little bit of experience, Hippo. It's a little bit of time. Sorry if I missed any of your comments. Welcome, Chris. What's up, guys? Now, I know for a fact this is not going to be a fun challenge to do here for a show enough fact. So I'm going to have to widen the notch a little bit. But we'll give it a try. If it fails, we'll make a stem point. So either way, it'll be okay. By the way, for those who are curious, this was actually a break off of a humongous piece that I broke probably about a year ago. And it was already fairly thin, but anyways, now you know. Almost didn't show you that. That blade would have been insane too. Have to go, Tyler? All right. Well, I'm glad you're able to stay for a bit. Thanks for tuning in. For sure. All right. Alright, so we got the notch rolling here. It's not doing terribly bad so far, so I can't complain. Practice on pickaxe. You can't make an iron sword first. I made some stuff out of iron before. I just don't have it on the channel. But even before iron, people were using stones. Way before iron. Notch is doing good still. So far, should say. There we go. Just trying to clip that little area and I finally got it. Okay. Back in through here. Bring that notch up even further. Something about like that. You brother, oh, thank you. I think you're making a spear edge. Kinda, yeah. That was a really good one here. This could be bad. You did okay. Could have been worse. You can tell ahead is very tricky, so I'm kind of expecting some stall outs from time to time. Maybe even here. That one actually caught, but it only caught a little bit. So this might be about as far in as we can go. But we'll see, we'll see. We'll sharpen it up a little bit more. What's up, everybody? Trying to get a little further into this notch. Yeah, there we go. Just took the biggest deep breath I've taken in quite some time. This is some tough material to run a good notch on. See if we can get one more. Maybe not, but maybe. Okay, I think that's that should be good enough for our purposes on this particular piece. So now we want to do the same thing kind of on the other side. About in through here. Starts with just a little indention. And you keep kind of pecking at that indention until something kind of reveals itself. And the platform's high enough, you flip it to where it's low. And you can pull a flake off. And just keep kind of flipping it back and forth. Until it breaks or until you get tired or until you can't anymore. So it's high enough, so we flip it. What's up, everybody? Pretty good little gouge out there. And the goal is to try to mimic the other notch that we made. So if this notch can look like the other one, we'll be solid. Now that's where it gets tricky though, because it's not always an easy endeavor. It takes a lot of patience. A little bit of know-how. And of course the stone acting correctly for everything to go the way it needs to go. So you start by kind of shooting in at an angle. That was bad. That was bad. I think we might can save it. That was pretty poor. Again, a lot of these platforms can be very finicky. With this material. I don't know if I can even catch that, really. I don't really have an in. A little predicament there. Don't have much room. So I think what I'm gonna do is set this down for now, finish it here in just a second. And what I want to do is switch it up for just a little bit. Start Flint Knapping on something else, because my hands will get a little too tedious if I keep doing that. All right, so this is a piece of Flint River that I broke off. And anyways, figured I'd nap it for us. Try to get it down to the shape we want it to be at. Probably pick up this bopper here and draw off some plates. Oh yeah. This bopper tends to really do the job on bigger stuff. Let's go up here. Yep. Let's save some of these flakes too. Now this could break at any time. That's kind of the risk. We're gonna see if we can't make something from it. Now the first thing I'm seeing is this big pocket here that I want to try to get out. If I miss any of your comments, I apologize. I think I want the tip to be over here and this to be the base. And that way we can ensure that we get around this little area. Keep some of those flakes. And just get to napping. So the big issue is just trying to get around this little area. Looks like we just about did it. Some of those flakes. A little bit up through here. Probably downsize and bopper for now. Go back to this size. Strike one down the center of the blade. Now some across the face of the blade. So this to be the tip, this to be the base. Now we kind of switched over, we can shoot on the other side. So right here, here, here. You see I was holding it a little differently too. Usually I'm like this, but I was shooting more in that way. Sometimes switching up your angle can help you if you've never tried it. I'm gonna bevel this a little more. Try to shoot some big flakes off of it. bigger flakes. Again, that meme comes to mind, the city councilman who's like, if you go low, I'm gonna go lower. That's exactly what we're doing, is going lower. What's up, y'all? Irsia, I can't speak that language, but I'm sorry. Evie says hello. Kane says hello. Wesler says hello. What's up, guys? Welcome in. Whoopsies. Whew, that could have been really bad. That could have been bad. There's the lesson for today. Don't drop your stone. And some of these flakes that are coming off are definitely worthy to keep. Didn't quite go as I wanted to there. At least we're getting past this cortex area. This one's going to be tricky. Very tricky. Very tricky. Turns out YouTube unsubscribed me. Oh no! Why would they do such a thing? There we go. Man, sometimes this raw turkey is a little difficult. I swing kind of hard. Questions. You have questions? Try to answer them if you got them. What is that? This is Flint River Church from Georgia. Just some raw church from down at the creek. There we go. Starting to thin out a little easier on one side. Says hello. Do you think it would be possible to nap? Yeah, exactly. And some of these foreign languages in the chat, I'm not able to read, but I do appreciate you putting them there. If there's anybody who can translate, feel free. I speak English mostly. Whoopsies. Oh yeah, that was a good one. That was too. I'm trying to flake off this other side, or at least work up to it. And it's not really been easy so far. I'm gonna give it a little more of a shot here. Excuse all the motorcycles on the road in the background. They can get loud. I isolated this platform out a little bit. And it ran well. Got rid of all that thickness there. Everybody saying hello, what's up, what's up? David, what did you ask? Your hammer? This is called a bopper. A copper bopper. So it's made out of copper. At least the tip is. And it's fairly common. You can buy the caps themselves for fairly cheap at a department store, home improvement store, whatever you call them. And then really, the handle is just a piece of wood. It's called a bopper. You kind of bop the stone. You know how you boop a baby's nose, kind of bop, bop, bop. Wasn't there something called Kids Bop back in the day for like music purposes? I want to say there was. Remember as a kid there being a kids thing commercial for just $19.99. You can get a CD with this and that and whatever else. What does he do with the finish item? Sometimes I use them as a blade, as a knife. Other times I just stare at them. That's my most common use for these points, to be honest. Is to just stare. And again, it comes from kind of a love for the point styles themselves that I make. And so it's more than just, all right, let's make a shape and move on to the next. For me, it's kind of like it's almost like you got a favorite football team. You enjoy the color, you like the team, you like what they do, you like what they stand for, and you can admire them and appreciate it. And some people have footballs in their offices or whatever. For this, like, I found most of the stones myself out in the creek, and then to be able to transform a rock into something like this, a blade or particular type of point or arrowhead, it's really cool. So I put them around my office, put them in little cases. If they're translucent, you can put them in backlit cases, which is kind of cool. And after all the little hurdles that this point gave us, I mean, it's coming down pretty good. There were so many little weird hinges. I was like, oh boy, this would be crazy. But it has survived. It has withstood the test. What's up, Tommy? Yeah, you did miss it all, yeah. Don't worry, I got started late. It's on me, buddy. Or I got started early. What am I saying? Sorry, my mind's everywhere tonight. And a preform like this can make most any style. Just about. Oh yeah. It's translucent. You can see through it. That's awesome. River Flint. Oh yeah, Dubes Mickle. Sweet. Yeah, but he's been acting good so far, Tommy. 10:50 Friday here. Oh boy. Somebody from church came the other day, dropped off, I don't know, probably six packs of Diet Mountain Dew. I don't know why. I still don't know who did it. I have an inkling of who did it. But I don't know if they're watching my YouTube channel or not, but that's one of the kindest gestures you can do for me. So nobody needs to donate for the foreseeable future. I have Diet Mountain Dew. 5:50 your time? Yeah, I think it's, well, it's 5:50 my time, and it's Eastern. Yeah, 4:50. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yep. So no need for donations tonight, guys. We got our Mountain Dew for the foreseeable future, and we're rocking and a rolling. Rocking and a rolling. I guess while I'm at this stage, on this point, I can kind of go back to the one I was working just a second ago. Now, the issue with this one that I was working is that I kind of stalled it out a little bit. But it's a good lost lake in the works. Excuse me. Let's see. Get my pad here, and as I was showing earlier, this was a big blade that broke, believe it or not. But this broke like a year ago. It broke a while back. So my heart's not really hurting very much. Sometimes it takes that long to get over these little bumps in the road. Just set it aside, come back to it like a full year later. It'll be all right. There's just no room in this thing. That is my issue here. Don't have much room at all. That means we gotta make some room, don't it? Yep. That's exactly what that means. We gotta make some room. Now, how we make the room is the big question. I just don't see a good way to attack it, really. I did something. I don't think it did near enough, but it did something. And I did something too. Again, I don't think it did near enough. The question is, do we have a platform to shoot back and up into this piece? Apparently so. Sometimes a little poking and prodding definitely help. Got the purple pickler today logo. Got the other one. Got lost in the mail. No, it might not have come yet, Jared. I'll look at the tracking a little later. I know I sent one to Ed the other day, and it took a week and a half since the day that I put it in the mail to actually arrive. So it might just be that, but I'll take a peek for you later. Let's see. Making some stone tools, that's right. Got a lot of people. You tell them, Tommy. You tell them, Tommy. Again, just couldn't get a good bite on that. That's tragic. Now that got a good bite. That definitely got a better bite. That wasn't a little nibble. Problem is, can we capitalize on it? That's the key. And really, I don't know if we can. No. Now that did better. That's why I don't see barely any super duper notch Tallahassee points. It's because it stings to do, especially with Aboriginal tools. My. That would be a challenge. How's it? What's up, everybody? This could also be bad. Not really a great platform at all. It's essentially non-existent. Practically speaking. But what can you do? What can you do? Half of me says fooey with the notch and just make a stem point. The other half says, no, Jake, you've already gone this far. What should we do? What should we do? There's not really enough there to warrant. There we go. Little wins. But we got to keep getting them. Now that was a big one. That was a big win. We got to keep this momentum going. got to. All right, so I'm gonna sharpen a little bit. Oh yeah, finally able to push into the notch. That's another little win. And by pushing, I'm able to thin it down so I don't have to traverse, the Grand Canyon to try to get the flake off that I want. So we got to keep it going. And this is where things get tricky, is once you kind of get through the good portion, thinned it out, but I don't know if I raised it up enough. That's the issue. I just don't think I did. Maybe. It sure doesn't look like it. That was good. And that was good. And that was better. Let's try to lengthen this a little bit. It's getting a little short on us. Don't have much to go. Is that even? Yeah, it catches, okay. It's about all we get left on this piece. Don't have much room to do what I gotta do, but it'll have to be what it'll be. We caught it! No way! That did almost too good. And what I mean by too good is sometimes it's just, it did exactly what you wanted to, but a little bit more. It's almost like an overshoot flake as well. where like it flaked exactly what you want it to, but a little bit more. Which means it's a little more fragile. Definitely got to be more careful with it now. That came off good. And really, just like that, we're at the length we want to be at. So look at us go. I tell you. We're just that good. What can I say? What can I say? All right, so we finally got our notches in there. So now we just got to bevel this piece. After maybe a couple little strikes. Okay, come on, I gotta take a couple, right? Gotta let me have a little fun. The only thing that's semi-troubling is we already have this super thick area up on the tip, and I want to get rid of that. I could count that as the bevel, but it's so standoutish. It just needs to be thinned down. Doing a little zigzag. Nothing too crazy. Alright, so y'all know the drill by now of how we do these bevels. We just kind of go down the line. Initially. Kind of getting the initial rollover. They're also making it even along the side and easier to kind of press a little flake off there. Let me actually go one more time here. Nah. How bet you I'll catch it on the next one anyways. All right, let's go this way. First day napping, I still don't know. Oh no! Oh, that's awful. Oh no. Y'all telling horror stories in the comments? What is this? It's because I'm wearing flip-flops, isn't it? That's gotta be it. I just realized I was doing that the wrong way. I'm such a moron. I am a moron. The question is, who's going to want this when I'm done? That's the real question we need to answer in the chat while we still have the time. Who's going to want it? Gotta make sure it's good though first. No, I'm trying to fix something. Making a spearhead. We're making what's called a lost lake, which is a tool that was resharpened. To have what's known as a bevel on it. Honestly, I kind of like the way that little flaking job did. Kind of evened everything out. Oh yeah, that's way better. I see you, Marshall. You just calm down, son. Okay? It's all right. Back it up. You're okay, buddy. right, time to do the final flaking on it here. It's looking good. All right. So we got one good side that's beveled. Good little bevel. Now we got to do that on the other side. This will be a show enough humdinger of a point. Worthy of probably my keeper case. That's the way it's looking right now, just being honest. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is coming out fantastic. If my buddy Scott sees this, I don't know if he's in the chat right now, but if he sees this, he would go nuts. Ah, that got me good. Whew. I think I got just enough calluses on my hand that it didn't go through. Goodness gracious. Just enough calluses on my hands, I tell you what. Man, that's sporty. For a Tallahassee point, that is insane. Snowflakey, translucent. All right, let me sharpen this up once more. Marshall, you stay there, buddy. Good job. All right, back up. And we're just gonna make sure everything is fine. No little random jut outs. And again, it's these last little efforts here that really make a point stand out. Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. This side we haven't done yet. I'm gonna sharpen it up one more time, might as well. Looking good. There is something about a beveled Tallahassee point. It just makes me feel good. Mm. All right. That is a sporty, I'm talking sporty bubble and bevel. Bubble and bevel, what am I saying? Lost weight. That is killer. I really like that. That is insane. Translucent, beveled. Lost Lake. I don't even know if any video could do it justice. It's so nice in person. Again, just translucent, killer bevel on it. Serrations are about perfect. Edge work is killer. Thanks, Martin. Add water? Yeah, I probably should. I don't have any water on me right now, but this one's making itself out to be a keeper case candidate. I'm proud of that one. I am proud of that one. Put you back up here for a second. See you now. Stay there, buddy. Oh yeah, that's killer. That is killer. Another great point. Thanks, Tommy. Absolutely amazing. Thanks, buddy. Probably one that you don't. I usually sell them if they don't go in a case. You're the best so far. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Beautiful work. Thanks, buddy. Looks fine all day long here. I gotcha. Yeah, this one's cool. I'm gonna have to stare at it for a while. This one will be a good one. This one wouldn't be a cheap one if I sold it, that's for sure. And to get a notch that good on Tallahassee is pretty insane too. Yeah, overall, I'm just happy. Happy. And this doesn't even need to be picked out. But I knew it could. So we got it. That portion at least. Got a little bit of that one as well. Definitely got that one. Really, everything else isn't even all that important. Caught that one. Yeah, we're solid. We are solid. All right. Yeah, Tallahassee quartzite. Boggy branch out of that material. No, not out of this material. But that will be fun to do. Yeah, I think that one's going straight to the keeper case. That was a really good one. Marshall, stay here, bud. Hold. Stay right there, buddy. I'm gonna run inside, grab another drink. I'll be right back. Y'all hold the fort down, okay? I will be right back. Stay here, Marsh. Stay. Stay. Move this as well. I don't want you bumping it. Stay. Stay. Hold it. Hold. Stay. Good boy. Good stay. Good stay. We're back. We're back. We're coming back. Man, 300 of y'all are still here? That's crazy. You must really, really care about me. That must be what it is. I got some, here, I'll show you here in a second. Hold on. I'm getting my ducks in a row. Bear with me here. I'll move this point again because I don't want to crush it. I'll move it right. Move behind me here. Right there. All right, we're back. We're back. Only see dog feet. Yeah, he stood here. He did good. Stay here, buddy. Right there. Hold now. Hold now. All right, got some Welch's grape juice this go round. All right. Also, I wanted to bring this joker back. So, thought this would be kind of fun. I saw it inside, and I'm like, I want to work that down some more. So it is a squared off. I think it's called like a 4-square something. I forget. But essentially, I think the way that I did it, back up, Marshall. Back up. Back up, son. Lay down. Lay down. Good boy, right there. Good job. Is you get this pad in between your legs like this. And you kind of keep that rather dull. I just put some tape around this, get you a billet of some kind. And I haven't done this in a while, so I need to brush up on it. And you just start taking flakes. This might not be a good angle. Yeah, you can't see diddly squat. What about this angle here? I bet you that would be better if it had something to prop it up on. Maybe this rock. And then if it had something to hold it in place. Something heavy. Like this. But I can't see what you can see. I feel like, whoopsies. Oh, I feel like, hold up. All right, is that good? Can y'all see what we got going on or no? It's not really a good angle. I feel like y'all can see that. Now I can't see any of the comments whatsoever. I'm trying to look. I think you can see it. I hope. And so we just took a couple flakes here. And so we take one. Oh, I think it was already there for us. Hold up. Or maybe it wasn't. Hold on now. There we go. That actually did too much. Try to draw it back in. And so basically what I did was zigzag this edge here. Again, I don't know how well y'all are able to see that, if at all. it this way. Anyways, I'm not really good at this, per se. The goal is obviously to get a little better, but not something I'm very proficient in, that's for sure. There we go. I was finally able to turn a corner. That's better than nothing. I wasn't able to do that earlier. Just hold on here. It's weird to actually pinch your legs when I'm not used to pinching them. Just a weird feeling. Pushed a little too much there, I think. Well, I got one side of this back edge, but what about the other side? Am I able to get it too or no? Get these off of me real quick. Anyway, so I know my problem. It's getting it good on one edge and not on the other side of the edge, on a square edge. But that's where practice makes perfect. And anyways, this is a cool little project to do and feel around with. It's just some raw Flint River. And anyways, fun to fool around with for a minute or two. Where are my boppers at? Where's my bopper? There you go. You ever see an area to thin down, better thin it. Before it's too late. Couldn't quite catch that one. That's all right. Anyways, it's a cool little project. Let me get you back over. I can see you. Yes, sir, Brennan. I do use gloves. Yep. Oh, did I get those gloves? Oh, so I was waiting for you to join, Danger. So I looked them up, and well, I looked on Amazon first, but they were about $50. Now, I don't really mind the price, but I was going to ask if those were the ones, or were they somewhere around $20? I didn't go to the actual official website yet. I just went to Amazon, so it might have been one of those different companies just trying to model as it. But if you go on the official website, which particular gloves are they? If they are $50, you don't have to add any more, do any more donations. I'll pick them up myself because it's something I'd like to have anyways. But yeah, if you go on the official website, I was wondering if there was a particular model of them, a particular name that we were looking for. By the way, this was the other half of our big Lost Lake we finished tonight. They're the duck leather ones. I just looked at 20. All right, perfect. All right, I'm screenshotting here. Make a custom blade like this to order. No, usually I don't do that anymore. I used to, but I kind of lost the fun in flint knapping. The fun in it is to be able to do, what I enjoy making, and then let other people enjoy it too. Like for instance, we made this Lost Lake tonight from Tallahassee Quartzsite, and it's kind of what I wanted to make. It's what kind of keeps me going. And if I get a lot of orders of make this, then I kind of lose the fun in it, It just becomes kind of a job. And I don't want it to become a job. So typically I just make them, and if people want them, I'll sell them. And people don't, I won't. Oh, thanks, Brendan. By the way, this used to be a big blade, but it broke. And it was like a year ago. So I thinned it down and made it an insane little Lost Lake. It's the keeper case point for sure. And for Tallahassee to not have any stacks or anything on it, well, thank you. I appreciate it. It's a freaking challenge piece. Yeah, oof. Oh, yeah. For sure. Yeah, it's a stud. Definitely gonna be a keeper. Good bevel on it too. Obviously translucent. So hello. And Marshall likes it. So you smell? You smell? You gonna get, Bo? You gonna get? You gonna get? You gonna get it? Rascal. You rascal. You rascal. Ever tapped a piece of towel? Yeah, the high quality stuff's hard to come by. I've got 1,000 pieces of just normal. Back up. Of just normal stuff, but the higher quality stuff's kind of difficult to get, and that's just kind of part of it. I bought a lot of Tallahassee, and some of it'll look really good, but it won't be that high quality you're thinking, and it might have some shattery areas, and it was just a big gamble all along. But generally, you can find some good pieces from time to time. It just may not be every piece. But I love this stuff. It's fun. I haven't made much from it recently. This piece was from Jonathan Johnson, and I would highly suggest him getting Tallahassee from him if you're curious about it. Whoopsies. Fast when he gets it. I'd get it from Jonathan Johnson. He has a good price, and that's where I get my Tallahassee from. If you're looking for Tallahassee in particular, that'd be the person alone that I would go to per se for this stuff. Perfect size for a Kirk corner. You're exactly right, Buckskin. You are exactly right. A couple other points that it could be. There we go. Yeah, we needed that hinge to get out for sure. There we go. Oh yeah. Getting it thin. This may not do it for me here, but well, it actually did better than I thought. Yeah, it's gonna be a really nice one there. Whew, well, we've been going for 2 hours. I'm gonna call it. I know it's a little early tonight, but I've kind of had my full. I've been sitting down for way too long. All right. Marsh, you ready to go? Coming up? All right. Stretch. Stretch. All right. Here's that one. Whoa, real danger. Those flip-flops look like they're about to blow. Oh, they probably are. At least they're good quality ones. That's for sure. Good quality ones. By the way, now that I'm looking at all the cost. Oh, Adrian, you're here. Okay. I didn't get your point shipped out today, Adrian, but I will tomorrow. But yeah, thank you to Mr. Danger. I did screenshot those gloves, so I'm going to be buying those tonight, and we'll see whenever they come in. But huge thank you to you. Humongous thank you to you. Yeah, good boy, Marshall. Coming up. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So we're able to finish 1 point tonight that I was really proud of and get a few different preforms ready to go. So you'll be seeing those in the next couple videos. These preforms. Marshall already likes them, I think. He heard me talking about them. Never did get to this coral one, but I would sure like to. It's got some cool little sherbet colors to it. Back it on up. There you go. Good 4 is 50. Okay. I'll look into them. Definitely get some. But huge thank you to you. I appreciate you putting me on those. 100%. Hey to everybody else who's joining. Welcome, welcome. We're about to end the stream. But a big thank you to everybody who joined. And yeah, one last look. Marshall's dying to get to it. You can try it. You see it? You see it? Oh, yeah. But he was more licking my fingers than anything else on that one, so I think that means he's ready to go in. Yeah, that'll be a keeper case for a while. You call it sherbet? Ooh, Marshall. All right. Well, y'all take care. Thanks for joining in. And we'll see you tomorrow, most likely. All right, guys. Take care.